Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a fun video. This is a collab that was put together by Stephanie at Thrifting Adventures, and it's called Amazing Thrift. So what we're to do is talk about 1 to 3 items of something amazing that we either thrifted or was given to us that might be a vintage or antique item. So I'm going to talk about 3 different things. One is something I thrifted last summer and before I had my YouTube channel, and it's the best flip I ever made so far in my reselling business, and I've only been doing this about 1.5 years. The next item is going to be something I've thrifted recently that I just find absolutely amazing. The third item I'm going to talk about is something that my grandfather gave me. It's very special to me, it's very old, and I just love it. So let's get started. Okay, first, last summer, I believe it was in July of 2020, I was at Goodwill and I noticed a lady walking around with an American Girl. Now, I had American Girl when I was younger, and when I got mine, my sister got one as well, and there were only 3 you could choose from. The first 3 were Samantha, Kirsten, and Molly. I got Kirsten and my sister got Samantha. And this was back in the late 80s, I think maybe early 90s, but around that time. At that time, they were owned by the Pleasant Company. And when I saw this lady walking around Goodwill, I knew it was Samantha because my sister had that one. Now they have come out with Samantha, like a remake of her, but so I wasn't sure at the time if it was the original Samantha. Bless you. That was my dog sneezing. I wasn't sure if it was the original Samantha or one they had come out with later on, but I just saw her walking around with it. And I was kind of bummed because I know that some of the original ones, if it wasn't original, go for quite a bit of money. So anyway, I kind of like forgot about it and I was walking around. Then I noticed Samantha was back on the shelf, so the lady must have put her back and she was just laying on the shelf. So I grabbed her as fast as I could and really was amazed at the quality. She was in her original outfit. Her hair looked like it was in the original style with like a rubber band that was starting to disintegrate, but her bow was on there, and it looked like she had never been played with. So I noticed she was only $3.99 and definitely bought her. And I also found in the toy section an American Girl doll stand. So I got the stand. Now she didn't have her hat or her accessories that she originally came with, like the little purse. So I was trying to look around for that, and that's how I found the stand, but I didn't find her hat. Got her home, and I was just amazed. Her clothes said Pleasant Company 1986. I think it said made in Germany. So I knew this was one of the original American Girls, and I was like, just ecstatic because of the shape she was in. I don't think she had been played with. I think she was still the way she was when she was new. And whoever had her probably had her on that stand in the display. So I couldn't believe it. So I'll put up some pictures, of course, but I no longer have her. So what I did, I kept her for a while because I was just so amazed. And I did a lot of research, and I realized the original ones, if in great shape, are worth money. But because I didn't have her hat, I was kind of debating, should I buy a hat off eBay and like complete her, but I didn't know if I could find the right hat, like the original hat, because I don't think all the hats have tags. So I was like, well, what if I buy a hat and it's not original? A collector is going to want everything original. So after a while I was like, you know what, I'm just going to list her. And I put her up on eBay. I paid $3.99 and she sold for $800 in less than an hour. I was just amazed. So that was my best flip ever. And I obviously no longer have her, but that's why I was putting pictures up of what she looked like. It was just one of those amazing finds. It's like what keeps us going back to Goodwill is you never know what you're gonna find. It really is a treasure hunt. And anytime I wanna go to Goodwill, or my husband's always like, look for American Girls. He's fine if I go thrifting if I find an American Girl, apparently. Okay, my next item is something I thrifted recently, and it was in one of my recent videos, haul videos, and it is this amazing vintage telephone. It's kind of heavy, and it's made from, I believe, onyx stone or marble, some kind of marble. And it is gold plated. And I was just, as soon as I saw it, I ran over to it and I'm like, I have to buy this. And it was $24.99. But I knew that this would be worth something. It's just the coolest phone ever. I've had fun displaying it here in my house because it's probably going to take a while to sell. Oh, and the bottom says onyx telephone, gold plated, 18 karat. Now, I did research it and it was made in Italy, I think in the 1970s. I don't know if it works. It did originally have a European plug on it, but whoever owned it took that off, and my husband said it should work, but I have not tested it. I couldn't leave it there. This thing is too cool. Now, I think I might be holding on to it for a while because, you know, it's one of those things that it needs the right kind of buyer to come find it. But I'll show you some pictures of other ones that are up for sale right now on eBay, and some sold if I can find them. Even just for decor, even if it doesn't work. That thing is a conversation starter. It's just so cool. Okay, the last item I have for this video is something that was given to me by my grandfather before he passed away many years ago. I love history, especially the American Revolution time period, and he gave me an amazing antique. So what I have, and I have to wear gloves because I don't want to get yelled at because this is a very old book. I have 3 volumes, that this is just one of the volumes, of Mercy Warren's American Revolution. It's called History of the Rise, Progress, and Termination of the American Revolution. Now this is the earliest history of the American Revolution written by a woman. It was published in 1805, and this one is from 1805. I have to be very careful. So, I don't know if you can see the date on there. So this is one of her volumes. Now, Mercy Warren was very outspoken about the British occupation in the Revolutionary time period, which was really unheard of for a woman. And I think she used a pen name for a long time, but then she finally started writing under her own name. And she did write this 3-volume history about the American Revolution under her own name, and it was just something women didn't do. She was really good friends with John Adams' wife, Abigail, and the two of them just really supported the American Revolution. The fact that this book was published in 1805, you can definitely tell that it's old, and I do have all 3 volumes. It's something I've been thinking about getting appraised by Dr. Lori or somebody. Back when my grandfather was alive, he got them appraised a long time ago. Just this one book, someone told him $800, but there is another 2 books. And I'm wondering if now it's kind of worth more, but I don't know, maybe one of these days I will have them appraised again. But this is very special to me. So this is an amazing antique. Not something I thrifted, but definitely very special. I think I share my grandfather's love of old vintage items and antiques. That's something he loved as well, and that's probably why I do it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making this one. Leave any comments or questions down in the comment section. If you're not a subscriber, maybe you'll think of subscribing. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.